Hi everybody, thanks so much for working so hard yesterday when we were watching Kid President's video on a guide to making a new friend. What I did is I looked at all the answers that people submitted yesterday and I asked people to submit details, and some people had a time to come up with drafts of central ideas. And typically when I look at answers, I try to see what are some common trends and maybe some glitchy errors that people were making. And one thing I saw was some people were accidentally saying central ideas when they were supposed to be listing details. And so you want to make sure a detail is something that you can actually see. It's not really an inference. It's something that you can actually see or something that's actually said in the video. The central idea is something that you infer from how those details are put together. I pulled out a couple of central ideas that I felt like were said a lot and that it also really connects well to the video. And the first one is people who are different can still become friends. That actually sounds very similar to the central ideas that came out of the ball pit video. Another one that came through, which was I think more a little unique, was making new friends can be awkward at first, but that is very normal. Of course, there's a lot of different ways to word it, but I just picked those wordings. Then I also picked a sampling of really common details that were noticed as people were watching that video. And I put this in as an assignment in Schoology. And so I have this chart here, and then underneath I've got a lot of the details that people picked up. What I want you to do is to match the details with the central idea. So not all of these details lend itself to the thinking of any central idea. You have to make it match. So for example, if I pick something like Robbie was 12 and Donna was 14, and I'm thinking, does that match people who are different can still become friends, or does that match making new friends can be awkward at first, but that is very normal? Well, this one really shows that they're different. They're different ages. And then, of course, we know in the video that they continue to talk and do become friends. This isn't really being awkward. Just because they're different ages doesn't necessarily lend itself to being awkward. So what I'll do is I'll move this one up to this part of the chart. Okay? If I use this one, Robbie had a nervous laugh at the beginning when talking to Donna. That's not really showing them being different. So I think about, is something that somebody does when they are feeling awkward or there's an awkward situation, do they have a nervous laugh? To me, that connects. So I would take this one, I have to click on it, and then I can drag it over. Once I get that little star, then I can drag it over. So what you want to do is match these. This side is going to have 3 details, this side is going to have 4 details. That means that there's going to be a couple left over. You can't just pick any detail. It has to logically be matched to the central idea. So I want you to try your hand at that. When you're done, the second slide actually has the answers, but I really want you to try to answer it before you look at the answers. Okay, so good luck.